God.
Frank, Joe's
There was a thing behind Dr. Faust.
Was that a sheer delusion?
Yes. Dr. Faust's journal entry, number 1. I don't have my flashlight anymore. Entry 1, 1409-1944. Having heightened my knowledge of the arcane arts, I find myself contemplating the subject of universals. Whether definitions exist in the nature of things or in mere conceptions, illusory and perhaps a sheer product of human language. Our means of receiving impressions are absurdly few, and our notions of surrounding objects infinitely narrow. We see things only as we are constructed to see them and can gain no idea of their absolute nature. So what lies beyond the woven limits of the flesh we've been trapped in, and is it really possible to pass beyond it, at least once? What do we know of the world and the universe around us? For the last 10 years of my rough life, I've lived with the undulating echoes of those scorching questions that have rendered me a ghost amongst the flocks. But yesternight I finally got some answers. During the last session, Frank and I managed to get the printer to work, and, even though the results are blurry, we have the first empirical proof of what we saw out there.
We need to be cautious, not to let anyone else see this grand collection. It could be extremely dangerous for both of us. Deliberately preserved heads from Mesopotamian marshlands. Such cultivated minds kept in permanence by getting dried under the scorching sun with methods now lost to us. As well as the sun, they were believed to be symbols of knowledge.
Wow, they're eerily well preserved.
A stuffed subadult Nile crocodile, one of the oldest creatures still living on the face of the earth. A medicine man mask from Northwest Africa. A sacrifice ritual mask from Middle Africa.
Interesting.
Looks like a preparation for a long trip. Looks like a preparation for a long trip. Looks like a preparation for a long trip. Locked.
This relic is from Madagascar. I have two versions, but this one is extremely rare. It is called Hanalbi. Nobody knows exactly what it means, but from its symbolic depiction of a dark sphere inside a light one, it is thought that it could mean the underworld.
This is exactly the same room I've been in one of my visions.
Is there anything on the back of this one? No.
According to legend, this very djembe belonged to a learned drummer from Senegal who can speak with the dead by rhythmically beating it. A native drum from the Asmat people of New Guinea. Their creation myth says Fumerapits made the first carvings of men and women. By beating on this drum, Fumerapits caused the figures to dance, bringing them to life.
Penguin. Okay, that's a trophy item apparently. Congratulations, you have found a penguin. It looks just like a penguin. Oh, Saturn eating his son, I believe. There's a couple different paintings of that. Very horrifying. A letter addressed to Dr. Faust. Letter about necromantic means of data inquiry. Old friend, what you told me about the shared nature of the experience of the Conarium provides... The shared nature of the Conarium... shared nature of the experience the Conarium provides made me think about necromantic means of data inquiry. I'm sure you'll remember what I told you about why certain corpses never decay, but rest firm and fat in their tombs for 1,000 years. I believe with some help from a certain acquaintance, I can provide you with such specimens. This would be beneficial for both of us, I believe. Eagerly awaiting your answer, H. Warren. Okay. Cool. Oh, let's go this way now. Hey, more of the collection.
Mask of an all-powerful moon goddess, esteemed by an eastern island tribe, now lost in time. It is from the private collection of the late famous hermit Klaus von Herdeth. Don't ask me how I get it. I have my ways. Elusive mask from the submerged parts of Kerguelen Islands.
No. Wow.
A cryptic mask with an untraced origin.
Interesting. It looks very alien. Like lizard eyes.
This is called the Mask of the Beholder. Skulls from New Guinea that are believed to be housing protective spirits.
I need a phonograph cylinder.
Letter written to Dr. Faust. The place buried under the sands in the Arabian desert. Dear E.W. Ross, how can we comprehend exactly how much time has passed since the erection of the earliest ziggurats of Sumeria? What can we know about the time-worm Sphinx still standing on the Giza Plateau? They only justify the sheer ignorance of mankind by forcefully making us admit our instantaneous vibrations in the vast cosmos are but an illusion. Illusion, not allusion. Today I want to inform you about something that is equally as interesting as such edifices. That's something I presume you will have a hard time believing. I finally acquired some information regarding the fabled cities of Rub al-Khali, which are said to have been built in an undreamt age of certain wonders and rumored to have been intentionally submerged beneath the eternally shifting sands thousands of years ago. There's even more to the story. According to a reliable source, there should be depictions or information about the locations of ancient Conariums buried within those halls. Within a few weeks, you'll receive a book containing the locations of those cities and a map predating all maps known today, directly copied from the antediluvian originals. I'm sure you are excited beyond imagination and eager to discuss these findings in detail, but that will have to wait a while since I'll be away for some time visiting the oriental wonders of the old world. I'm sure you know what I mean. Hope to see you soon. Harley Warren.
Woodland Lizard Spirit Mask.
Some of these masks are really cool.
A serpentine ritual mask from India, which is said to have hypnotic effects on the one who deeply gazes into its eyes.
Everyone stared directly into its eyes. Okay, I'm hypnotized. Let's see here. Oh, there's the Nightmare one again. Very famous painting. Dr. Faust, Journal Entry 2, 1509-1944. As told in some banned ancient volumes I was able to acquire, it is evident that Conarium, when properly adapted to work with the human psyche and physiology, can transcend the mind beyond the limits of time and space into a peculiar place we are yet to explore. If not for our own experiences corresponding exactly with the depictions provided in Necronomicon and some other books of forgotten lore, I would easily declare myself a madman. Conclusively, I have solid evidence printed out for me to justify the objectivity of my position. That dimension is completely devoid of light, other than some small glowing and morphing geometrical shapes appearing and disappearing momentarily around us. It also feels extremely cold, but I do believe these are just null sensations that our physical bodies attain from what is otherwise impossible to acquire without the Conarium. It is not for us to see this fantastic world with a pair of corporeal eyes, and possibly we are the first explorers ever to reach this ancient forbidden place. But the question now weighing heavy on my mind is whether we could ever fully understand this experience with the hindrance of our own limited sensations. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
What's up? What you doing? What? Catting? Your what? Your cat game thing? Oh, that. I didn't know you still played that.
I'm a Shadow Clan leader and I used the line from Baelish.
Which one?
You shouldn't have trusted me.
Oh, I told you not to trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I sided with like these evil rogue cats that were planning to kill the Thunder Clan leader
Oh, yeah.
and earn their trust, and then completely ratted them out to the Thunder Clan leader.
Oh.
And I killed one of their men
Mhm.
and severely injured the other.
I see.
Yeah, it's stupid. You have to like ask for their permission out of roleplay to kill them.
What?
Yeah. It's against the rules to kill someone without their permission in roleplay. Yeah.
How does
Most
that
of the
make any
time-
sense?
Most of the time they're just like, I want to live forever. You can have permission to severely injure, but I'll come back good as new. Like a
Better
day
than
later.
ever. Yeah. When we were watching Game of Thrones, we finished season 1, and the part where Peter Baelish betrayed Ned Stark. He said, "I told you not to trust me." She almost like burst into tears. She was just like, "What? I liked him. That asshole." It's like, well, you can still like the bad guys, but
Yeah, I still like Baelish. I like Varys now.
Varys, yeah, Varys is great. Do you
I didn't trust him in the beginning.
Well, because he's very kind of,
To himself.
yeah, and very knowledgeable, and he has spies everywhere and stuff. But no, he's a good guy. He's just a little sneaky. It's like, do you lie awake at night thinking about my gash?
That was funny.
Fearing my gash. Yeah.
Damn, that was hurt. And
What?
Your dick melted off by a burning knife.
It wasn't his dick, it was his balls.
Only?
Well, that's what he said, yeah. So I assume he still has his dick to pee out of. But not balls.
Yeah, it's probably scarring.
With a hot knife.
Why?
I don't know.
Just didn't want kids?
No, well, I don't don't think it was his choice.
He's like, yes, I want my balls chopped off.
Yes, you need a shower.
I had a shower.
Oh, your hair's wet. I thought it was greasy. Never mind. We'll have another one.
No.
Have 10 showers today. Oh, it smells all clean. You don't smell like a butt anymore.
Fuck you.
Not a butt, just stinky pits.
Ew, my arm.
Sorry.
Asshole.
Yep. Ah. Thank you. Bye. Have fun killing people with their permission. I guess it's a game for kids, so they want it to be fair, you know. There we go. Okay. Friday the 13th has been paid for. Just waiting for them to ship it. It's gonna be a good set. Open, you piece of shit. Oh, that's not it. I want the calculator. There. Ugh. Just checking the budget. Making sure everything's still hunky-dory. The calculator. Yes, it is, actually. I like it. It's a somewhat independent game, I think, too. It's very well done. There's a couple of other games from the same developers I think I might look into. Okay. Electrical discharge heads, electric sound transmitters. Discharge heads. Oh, here we are. This is the device that's on our glove, I think. Secondary component, primary component, interior, mounted on a glove. Yeah, see, we, oh. Well, we had one of those, but, I guess that's only in the other part of the game. What?
It sounded like the floor is hollow back there.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Ah! Turn the light off. Okay. Aha! has pins in it, so I bet this... Is that everything? Oh, no. Oh, cylinder. Here we go. Excellent.
When using Conarium, we are able to
There
be
we are.
seen as well as to see. For some time, I was detecting a conscious
a different
something
version of the nightmare.
previously unseen by my rudimentary vestiges. Only lately, it becomes clear to me. Now it comes into every session. It seems to materialize more and more each time. I won't attempt describing it, but only would say that it's not benevolent. From what I can get from its glowing semblance, which I believe is used as a way of communication, it can sense you, only if you spend a considerable time within the sessions. I've read about it in the cursed Necronomicon and some elusive records compiled from deep-rooted Bedouin oral literature. Thus learned that it tries reaching the corporeal vessel to dominate and execute the wanderers of the beyond, such as ourselves. But again, against all warnings, I was a fool to believe that I can stop it with just simple signs and incantations. As a result, we ended up lighting up the place with myriads of candles as well as electrical lamps, but still shiver with fear with every noise our rundown enclave is causing, isolated from ancient darkness of the night.
Well then. Yes, I just noticed in this office here, there's actually two different versions of the nightmare. It's this one. Both have the same basic idea, like an imp sitting on a woman who's sleeping in torment, while an actual nightmare is there. And then there's this version here. Very similar, but different. Two different artists, I think. But very famous painting. Oh, hold on.
Looks like something's missing here.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's this. No. Okay.
Locked.
Okay. Well, it wouldn't let us take anything else. What's this? Ah. Found a letter. A letter about the polishing of the initial Conarium. Dear friend, judging from the tone of your last correspondence, I see that you were shocked to hear how far I've been able to progress. You asked me how I did it, and here I tell you every detail. I believe you'll remember my mentioning to you a young gentleman named Frank Gilman from Miskatonic University. Hey, that's me. When I saw his thesis on the pineal gland, its developmental and structural evolution and decadence over the course of thousands of years, I knew I was one step closer to freeing myself from the chains of our corporeal limits. Harley, that boy, was able to understand the underlying notions and spot the details I was unsure of. I contacted and only partly told him about my research so that he may not treat me as others did. As a man of science, I was sure that he would get anxious, and so he did. After days and nights of meticulous work, Changing the design of the machine I originally built and fine-tuning it to adapt to our physiology, we managed to make the device work without rejection by the brain. It was not a design for humans, yet we managed to prepare it for us. You remember how those so-called scientific communities mocked me when I first told them about my theory of transcending the human senses using a mechanical device? To hell with them. They mocked me with the assertion that it cannot be tested by current methods of scientific inquiry. And here it is, giving enough empirical data related to the sessions. It is an alien sensation using it, seeing and feeling without the help of one's corporeal body, while floating easily in the ocean of darkness. I'll write to you again in the coming weeks and invite you to personally see the results. Kind regards, E.W. Ross. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't see anything else that could kind of slide in there.
Looks like something's missing here.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, when you have the item you need, you don't need to select it. It automatically selects it for you and uses it if you're in the appropriate place. However, it seems whatever it is we need, we have not found. We can't go that way. So let's head back. Oh, there's an upstairs. Let's go upstairs.